What do I love about St. John the Apostle? I really think that we have a special church. I've been to other churches. I've been here for the last 15 or so years. I'm really bad at dates, but I love that I have truly experienced grace at this church.
What do I love most about St. John's? Well, do I have to choose just one?
We don't just talk about it. We freely give it. We learn about it, and I've been on the receiving end, and I've learned to give more freely about grace, or of grace. You know.
It has been my pleasure to be on various committees, to work in various groups here, and of course singing in the choir. I really thoroughly enjoy that.
The thing I like most about church is seeing my mom and kids' connection and playing.
That warm feeling you get like you belong here, that there's a place here, not just a place made for you, but that there is a place for you here, no matter where you are on your life's journey to Christ.
To understand a little bit about what we like most about St. John, you kind of have to understand a little bit about how we got here. So we were married in Houston, Texas, and we were members of a very large church. And when we relocated to Dallas-Fort Worth for my job at the end of 2007, we were looking specifically for a smaller church where we could get involved and build relationships with other people, especially across generations.
What I love about St. John the Apostle is that it's a caring, compassionate community. They're there to get you through the tough times and to celebrate the benchmarks and happy times.
From the first Sunday that we came to St. John, you could tell that God was at work, and we really had that opportunity to meet people and to get involved and to have that experience of being closer knit in community.
I like the feeling of family through small groups, Bible studies, and for me, especially choir.
We liked the energy of St. John, and we felt like God's presence was actually here. And we liked that we could meet people, like he said, from different generations, whereas in our last church, it was a big church, and you tended to be kind of put together with people from your same demographic and age, which was nice, but also kind of kept your village small.
I want Arlington to know just what a treasure we actually have here in St. John the Apostle.
So the thing that comes to my mind is, Jesus prayed for all of us that we would be one. And so I think the thing that I want most for St. John is unity among us as a congregation and in purpose.
What I would hope for in the future for SJA is that we're able to sustain and grow and give other people the opportunity to experience the closeness that I've felt to God through the people in this community.
And that in our ministries, we would see that we don't have to always be doing the same thing, but that we can show that unity through the love and support that we give to everybody as they're doing their own ministry and they're using their own gifts.
Wouldn't it be great if we could expand that even more, if we could bring St. John to its full potential here in Arlington, where people could understand just what a wonderful outlet they would have coming here to have their gifts and their graces have a place where they can actually expand and be the people of God that we all can be when we are given that opportunity.
Okay, so during the stewardship campaign, when they have the graphic that they show us, and it's like a stair step of where you are and where you could go, and they give you handy information about, hey, if you gave up one Starbucks latte a week, you could get to this next step.
For the size that we are, I feel like our small groups are actually quite small as far as the number and the amount, and since this is our village, that's kind of how you build that community, so I'd like to see maybe some growth in that area.
I would like to see, because I think that there are people like myself in the church that are comfortable, just too comfortable where they are spiritually. I'd like to see something like that, but for spiritual growth.
As far as what I'd like to see as far as St. John out in the world, people are angry and bitter right now, and I feel like we should be the love. I mean, Jesus' narrative about God is that he is love, and it is our job to be that face in the world.
I would like to split up in small groups, like 2 people, where you get to pick your partner and play and have fun.
This is a hard question. They talked about it on Sunday being a hard question, and it is, but I think it's a good question. And I think that everybody, even if they don't come and do this, should really think about that.
I want to continue to be involved in the adult education ministries, helping to teach Sunday school classes, and also in worship. Worship is something that I'm passionate about, and I love being involved in any way I can, whether it's as the space bar jockey in the back, or whether it's playing an instrument up in the front. In any way that I can, I love being involved in worship and in helping other people enjoy their worship experience.
I don't want to be one of those people who says, oh, I have this great idea for the church, and I want somebody else to make it happen for me. So I don't really know. I think I'd be willing to be the person or one of the people to take that step to the next place in my spiritual journey and my spiritual growth.
I'm willing to find even more innovative and wider expanding projects and programs and ideas that will actually bring out all of the gifts that everyone here has in St. John's.
I'd be willing to do background stuff. I'd be willing to be a part of a think tank of people who are way more intelligent and well-spoken than me, and I would be willing to support it in whatever fashion I could.
I'd like to continue to be involved in, leading Bible studies and teaching, but I'm also a raging extrovert, so I like doing social things and use that hospitality gift in ways maybe to make more community in this church.
I want to water the plants to help the church be nice, to help the church look nice, and give money to people who don't have any money.
What I'm willing to do is to step out of my comfort zone and do a better job of witnessing for what Christ can do in this world.